Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. It's been a while, I know, but we are back with some new videos. As you can see behind me, I have got a white Nissan Qashqai. This Qashqai is in need of a deep exterior clean. So stay tuned to find out what stages I'm going to be using, what products I'm going to be using, and how I'm going to get this Qashqai back to looking factory fresh. So before we start then, cue some cinematics now of how bad this particular car is and how filthy the paintwork is of this particular car. So as you saw then, this car is absolutely disgusting. Before we put any product on this paintwork, the first thing I'm going to do is get this car absolutely thoroughly rinsed from top to bottom, getting in them wheel arches, getting them wheels rinsed off, and trying to get in all the nooks and crannies of all that mould and that moss that I've just shown you in them cinematics. As I was rinsing off the car, a puddle's formed here. See that? So obviously we've got a blocked drain on the front of the car. So I thought I'd lift the bonnet. And I thought, you know what, I'll lift the bonnet, see if I can unblock it. And this is what was underneath the bonnet. I don't think you're quite ready for this. Get this unblocked and get that cleaned. Okay then, so the amount of leaves and mud and crap and crud that have come out the nooks and crannies on this car are unbelievable. I hope the camera does this justice. There is mud and conifer branches and leaves and all sorts of stuff all over the car. As you saw, I had to unblock the drains on the front of the car. I had to unblock them on the rear as well. You're probably guessing then that this car spends most of its life parked up underneath a massive tree, hence why it's so dirty. But we are getting somewhere. So the next thing we're going to do, I'm going to get some warm water in a bucket, and I'm going to be in the wheels, so I'm going to be using some Juicy Details Bleeding Iron Fallout. This is my current weapon of choice for tackling wheels. I love iron fallouts for doing wheels. I think they're absolutely awesome. These wheels are battered, lacquer's lifted and moisture's got underneath the lacquer, but nonetheless we're going to see what we can do, and we see we can get them looking a lot better than what they are. So that is our next job. Wheels are done. They weren't as bad. They're not the worst part of the car. The worst part of the car is this paintwork, as I've said and as you've seen. So the next stage of this process is going to be the pre-wash. Now, because the paintwork on this car is absolutely filthy, this stage is very, very important to stop us getting tiny little minute scratches or creating swirl marks in the paint. We've already thoroughly washed the car in warm water, so now we're going to be using a strong pre-wash. I've used it in a previous video. I reviewed this product on the channel. If you've not seen it, go and check it out. It's EZ Car Care Citrus Pre-Wash. Now in that video that I mentioned, I did get it a little bit wrong. I read the back of this, and it says that for extremely dirty vehicles you need to do it at a 10:1 ratio. Now I took that as that 10:1 was 10 being the product and the 1 being the water, but it's not, it's the other way around. So I want 10 parts water, 1 part of this product on this car for the pre-wash. That's what we're going to do next. So pre-wash then, I've mixed it in this nice handy compressor, so I'll pump here and get spray it on the car. It seems you're getting a trigger finger. So cue me applying the pre-wash now. See this, how well the camera picks it up, you can see the dirt being lifted off the paint. Let's get it rinsed. So I didn't show you me rinsing the car off, but I have given it a nice rinse after the pre-wash. It's already looking a million times better. The dirt is already lifting off the paintwork. We'll go around now, cue some cinematics of the areas that I've already shown you that were filthy, and show you them now once I've done this stage of the pre-wash, because next we have got the snow foam. Everybody loves a good snow foam. Then the car is beginning to look 1,000,000 times better. Next thing we've got to do is the snow. And just like the Bleeding Iron Fallout, I will be using a Juicy Details Arctic Wipeout Snow Foam. This is the first time I've used this product on camera, but what I'm also going to be doing is, when we make the mix, is I'm going to be putting a little bit of pre-wash in there with it to give it that little bit of extra kick. So we'll make the the mix now and we'll get the car all covered in a nice snowfall. First part of it then, when I'm putting my snowfall mixes together, is I actually put the water in the bottle first. I then add my snowfall. Not too much. Also add a little bit of Easy EZ Car Care pre-wash just to give it that extra bit of kick. Again, not too much, just a little bit. And that is my snow foam mix good to go. That's my snow foam lance. And we're good to go. So the first thing I'm going to do then, we'll mention, is I'm actually going to give this a run over with snow foam twice. I'm going to do a very, very watery snow foam to begin with, just again to get that as much dirt off the paintwork as we can before we hit it with the full thick snow foam. So that's what we're going to be doing, 2 stages of snow foam. So that's our first layer of snow foam on the car. The idea behind this light, thin layer of snow foam is, as you can see, it runs off the car very quickly. But because it's not heavy, it doesn't really stick to the embedded dirt. It gets that layer of surface dirt off. We're just trying to get as much dirt out of this paintwork so that we don't risk creating swirl marks or minute scratches when we do get to the contact wash stage. So we'll give this dwell in for a couple of minutes and then we'll get it blasted off, and then we'll apply our thick layer of snow foam. Okay, so like at the start of the video I said it's been a while since I filmed, and silly me, I forgot to charge the camera, so we've jumped forward a little bit because I had to obviously carry on cleaning the car while I got some charge in the battery. So you last joined me, I was finishing off the snow foam, so I did 2 stages like I said. I did a thin layer and a thick layer. I think I captured a little bit of that, that'll be the previous clip. I then used Auto Finesse lather, car shampoo, and I've given the car a nice contact wash. I've actually contact washed it, rinsed it and contact washed it again. I'm hoping behind me you can see that the car is a hell of a lot cleaner because it is absolutely looking fantastic, but it's not quite finished. Now I'm going to put a layer of polish on the car. Now my go-to polish at this present moment of the time is Auto Finesse Triple. Bit of an Auto Finesse fan, as you can probably guess by some of the products, but I don't actually run out. Like I said, it's been a while, I'm not very well prepared for filming at this moment, but hopefully as I get back into it we will get a little bit better. What I have got lying around is some good old Auto Glim Super Resin polish. Now my personal opinion, and it is only my opinion, is that the Auto Finesse is a lot better product for your money, and it's a better polish all round. But like I said, we haven't got any. An Auto Glim is a very, very good product indeed. So we're going to put a layer of polish on the car and then we'll take it off. So that's what we're up to next, getting some polish on this paintwork. been a long one this. I've learned some valuable lessons washing this car. It's taught me how important the pre-wash stages are because of all the contaminants that were on the paintwork. It would benefit from like a full decontamination, so a clay bar and an iron fallout. I just haven't got the time today, but I'm definitely going to get it back off my future mother-in-law and get it done so it's looking tip top. But I'm over the moon with the results. All we've got left to do is polish the glass and put some tyre shine on, which I'm going to do off camera. And once I've done that, I'll park the car up and we'll get some nice cinematics of all the areas that I've shown you at the start and show you how clean and tidy and shiny this paintwork now is. That's it, the car is done. You've seen from the cinematics it looks a whole lot better. I'm going to go and take the car back now and deliver it back to its owner. Thanks very much for watching. If you've watched it this far, why not subscribe? Hit that subscribe button below. Catch you on the next one.